perfect. It's hard to believe years ago, I considered Final Fantasy X to be my favorite RPG. Nowadays, a different game claims that title. Persona 5. When I first played Persona 5, I went through 3 full playthroughs non-stop, enjoying nearly every second of it. The gorgeous visuals, the memorable cast, the epic music, I couldn't get enough. But we're not exactly talking about Persona 5 today, so why bring it up? Well, to get into that, we first need to get into this. For a series spanning 25 years, the soundtrack has become one of the more recognizable in all of gaming. So much so that every 2 years, a concert is held celebrating the music and fandom. The one for our focus, 2017, right after Persona 5 was released, also revealed an upcoming project in the Persona series, Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. The crowd was hyped up, and fans of Persona 5 were excited to dive into their world once again. But why exactly a dancing game? Well, truth be told, this isn't the first time the Persona series has dealt with spin-offs. That started all the way back starting in 2008 with Persona 4. Since then, Atlus created spin-offs to keep the momentum going, Persona 4 getting a dancing game and a fighting game. And with the success of Persona 4 Dancing, fans expected the same great experience for Persona 5 Dancing. The result? Well, let's finally get this started. And for reference, I got this game through the Endless Night Collection. Keep that in mind for later. One fateful night, the Phantom Thieves are summoned to the Velvet Room by the twin wardens, Justine and Caroline. Their mission is to dance against the warden's sister, Elizabeth's team, to see which can hype up the crowd the most. To spice things up, a treasure will be rewarded when the night is through. So the Phantom Thieves strike again to dance their hearts out and enjoy their company while doing so. There's no set story mode, unlike Persona 4 Dancing. The details are shared through the social system, with you piecing the story together the more you play the game. I will admit it's a bit awkward needing to basically grind in order to finish the story, but unlike Dissidia NT, it isn't a hassle since most of it is unlocked naturally. You will need to go out of your way for some socials, like unlocking challenge modifiers and wearing accessories, but as long as you have an idea on what to do, the reward is actually worth it. Seeing everyone interact with everyone again is nothing short of heartwarming, especially giving more time for characters like Haru to shine, and some pairings you wish you could have interacted more beforehand. Unlike Persona 5, when you're given a choice, there's no incentive for a right answer. Just choose what you want to see, making some choices all the funnier.
How about it? You game for someone like Saya-san?
With how much I love the main cast of Persona 5, getting to know them better is great to see. From learning Futaba's reason to dance to Morgana trying to woo on. Again, I can't think of a single bad experience for the socials. The one thing to get used to is how they are presented. Seeing the bodies move and talk compared to the character icons of before took getting used to the first time I played. Plus, if you move to the next line before an action is finished, it can cut to a still pose. Though, I guess that's a minor complaint when the voice acting, once again, is superb. The story's there for anyone who wants more from the Persona 5 world. But hopefully the game is fun enough to where those scenes can be worth it. And they are, but there's a few things you have to know about it first. Persona 5 Dancing is a rhythm game, basically a musical QuickTime event. Press the buttons in time with the music to achieve a score for that song. It won't just be simple button presses. Along with yellow presses, you have green long notes to hold the button down till it ends, purple notes to press 2 buttons at the same time, and double notes to tap the same button twice in a row. Combine that with scratches with a simple push of either the L or R stick, and what sounds complicated now will grow naturally over time. And you will need to get better on this, because if the bar above isn't green or higher, you'll fail the stage and you'll need to try it again. The game gives you the tutorial menu right away to help ease players into the genre, and thankfully, the songs have several difficulty settings depending on your preference. There are two different song types, a dance song and a clip song. A clip song simply shows a video behind the HUD while the song plays. A dance song shows one phantom thief dancing their hearts out, ha! Sometimes joined by another depending on if you reach fever mode, scratching the rainbow circles 3 times beforehand. When you're not distracted by the gameplay, seeing the team dance is just, for a lack of a better saying, fun to see. Their personality shines with the different techniques, even blending well with their dance partner. Yusuke has more emotional movement as an artist, An is able to show off with her modeling skills, Ryuji rebels like a toughie he is, although admittedly not that well, so on and so forth. And the reference to Futaba tap dancing like she did in a Persona concert just warms my heart. Not only is the dancing good, but each character's stage represents scenes related to them. Aside from Morgana and Hawaii, I honestly don't get that choice, Ryuji's in Kamoshida's castle, Makoto in the bank, Haru in the school rooftop garden, Joker in Shido's ship, they're all really great choices, and it's one extra detail I admire Atlas for going with. I guess that just leaves the songs chosen for the game. And this point is going to sound a little weird, so bear with me. Don't get me wrong, Persona 5's soundtrack is amazing. It was one of the first CDs for a game I ever bought for myself. That being said, I'm fully aware Persona 5's soundtrack isn't the easiest to dance to. Thankfully, that's where the remixes come in, and some of them are really good. Blooming Villain, The Days When My Mother Was There, they all hit the mark. I do have to question some of the original choices, like Goes On, Geldebalf, though I know they needed a final song. The entire credit sequence was put in, and okay, I guess I can't avoid this even if I wanted to. We need to talk about that song. Now, the cool thing is that 2 songs are special clips showing each gender group. The boys got an epic music video set to Life Will Change, and the girls got Last Surprise set to the girls dancing in what's essentially a cabaret club. To say this got mixed opinions would be an understatement. Some people enjoyed it, others felt uncomfortable. I'm in the latter. I get why this is here, but that doesn't shake the fact you're essentially watching teenagers dancing in cages and lounging. It doesn't devalue the game as a whole, but it still makes you feel uncomfortable. It's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And coming across an uncensored heartbeat card. You don't know why it's here, but you still enjoy the main Yu-Gi-Oh! Game as it is. We should probably change topics and talk about what's also advertised on the box. VR. Yes, my first chance to bring up the expensive glasses, that is the PlayStation VR. I personally played a few games through this, some I enjoyed, others I questioned the existence of humanity. In Dancing's case, I'm just stuck wondering why this is even here. First, when you go to the collection, turning VR mode on allows you to view the characters in ways you otherwise couldn't. You can zoom in and out, angle the viewpoint, change the costumes, and that's it. At least that's what I thought, until I reached social rank 6 and above. When you do, you're able to explore that person's room, something I thought was a great idea. Seeing how your teammates live and have their personalities viewed in a different way was cool to see. So I get to the room, turn VR mode on, and I am truly one with the metaverse. At first, this was really cool. I got to see details I couldn't see well in my first playthrough, but I couldn't use the move controllers to pick stuff up. If anything, it's just a glorified still screen, since you still have to use the controller. I was a bit bummed after that, especially with me getting a slight headache after each room. Guess I need to get used to it again. I could say the same thing for the DLC. Keep your beverage ready. So, Everything I said so far sounded like a complete game, right? Well, get ready, because I'm not sure you really are for what I'm about to say next. So alongside Persona 5 Dancing, Persona 3 Dancing was released at the same time. Normally $60 each, Atlus released both in the Endless Night Collection, and you were rewarded with an HD remaster of Persona 4 Dancing, originally Vita exclusive. Sounds cool, right? The Endless Night Collection, you know, the $100 bundle, is the only way you can get HD Persona 4 Dancing. It's not even listed on PlayStation stores. And it only gets worse. Normally, if a game has a massive amount of content to be made DLC, they'll combine it into one season pass. This game has 3. One for costumes, one for accessories, and one for extra songs. Those extra songs harken back to Persona's history, from 1 all the way to Golden. Even Persona 5 the animation gets a couple songs in there. Some songs are free, others you gotta pay the toll. The blessing, if you can call it that, is that the pass is also good for Persona 3 Dancing. So, if you bought it for Persona 5 Dancing, Persona 3 Dancing has those same songs unlocked. We're still not done. There are also 6 character songs, each having one song with a character outside the main game. This includes Pancake Boy Akechi, Lavenza, Theo from Persona 3 Portable, Shinjiro, I hope I pronounced that right, from Persona 3, Lapras from Persona 4 Arena, and finally, Sho Minazuki from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Each has their own set costumes and partners for Fevers, and cost $6 each, not included in the Song Pass. Even if you own a new copy and get Akechi and Shinjiro as a bonus, that's 4 more characters you need to purchase for the full game. Not even done in the slightest. The Costume Pass are game exclusive, but calls back to various Sega properties, like Sonic, Catherine, Shin Megami Tensei, and Yakuza. While seeing which character gets what callback is cool, it sucks this is the only way to acquire these costumes. The same goes with accessories, but I didn't bother with this pack, as cool as it looked. So, that's already a $100 game new, plus $24 for the extra characters, $30 for the songs, 2 costume packs making it $40, $20 for the combined accessories pass, making the entire game with DLC giving you a total of $214. I have no words. For a spin-off to be more expensive than your mainline game, even with its DLC in mind, I'm nothing short of dumbfounded. It honestly feels like half the game was locked behind a paywall, something a certain fighting game got flack for as well. It doesn't make Persona 5 Dancing a bad game, but take huge caution that you'll be paying a hefty price to enhance your experience. But that's only if you want to experience it at all, and it's a hard recommendation. If you're a fan of Persona 5 and want more time with your favorite thieves, this might be worth your time, but that's a huge might. The social system is easily the best part, but you have to grind through the songs just to experience them all. So it all boils down to if you like rhythm games. That in itself might be the turnoff point, and you just want to watch the clips on YouTube instead. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what fans ended up doing. It's easier to access, and you still get the wonderful dancing. For the most part. It's clear Atlus put effort into this, but maybe that's why it's so hard to recommend. There wasn't enough effort. Though, that sounds crazy. And I would have believed you if a certain other spin-off didn't come out just this year. Persona 5 Strikers, as far as I've played so far, is nothing short of amazing. The new characters are really welcomed additions, gameplay is fun and engaging when you learn its tricks, the music is once again amazing, and more importantly, the story is great. This is honestly what I think of when the term Persona spin-off is used. True to its roots, but just enough changes to make it worth your time. Hopefully Atlus goes easy with the DLC this time, but at the time of this video, we'll just have to wait and see. Persona 5 Dancing sadly pales in comparison. Did I have fun playing it? Of course. But that fun is limited compared to Strikers, where I see myself returning time and time again for the gameplay as well as the clips I can find online. Perhaps it's my Persona 5 bias, but it's hard for me to put down Persona 5 Dancing as a failure. It's not anything awful, it's just probably something you would pick up once and then never again. If anything, it's a harmless spin-off for those interested, unless you want the DLC, then expect to shell out your wallet big time. It is on the cheaper side if you buy Persona 5 Dancing on its own, only around $20 to $30. So if you decide to get into the dance floor, proceed this dance with the utmost caution. Perhaps one day I'll get into Persona 4 Dancing after I finish Persona 4. That way I get a better comparison between the two. But, for the time being, another game is calling my name. I'm the PS2Man, and get ready, because Persona 5 Royal is about to get underway.
You'll never see it coming.
No, I told you to get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! And people wonder why they don't like the battle theme that much. Woo! Another one down. Thanks so much for watching this video of Persona 5 Dancing Starlight. I hope to get an update video out soon explaining what's going to happen with Royal and projects going forward, so look forward to that in the next few days or so. Until then, thank you so much for watching the video. Please stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you next time.